What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and it's time to take over.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back to the Orioles franchise, where we are 63 and 48, 2 games out of the AL East and 1 game out of the final wild card spot. We weren't able to make any trades, aka for Pedro Severino, so he's going to be sticking around for this playoff run. But our August schedule is not looking too great. I mean, we do have Boston, Houston, and a whole lot of teams that are under 500. But the game that we're probably going to showcase is probably this home series against the defending World Series champs, the Houston Astros. I believe Ty Blach is going to get an opportunity to start in one of those. So that's definitely the game that we are going to showcase. So let's continue to get through July here. We win 6-0. I don't need any important messages. So that gets us even closer, as now we are tied with Boston. Are we able to win again? We lose 5-2. And then for the rubber game, come on, Ty Blach. And Switzer is injured day or two. So we end up dropping the series 2-3 to Boston. But it actually looked like Ty Blach pitched pretty well. How are we looking? Looks like we are half game back of the Yankees at least. So we are there. So we got Michael Fulmer and the Detroit Tigers going against Pineda. We get a 7-4 win. And we're going to keep him on the injured. Auto utilize for Switzer. And now we have Mize versus Gibson, who's starting to really come around. We win 7-0. Ooh, it's getting testy up in here. And now we got Daniel Norris versus our best pitcher this year, John Means. We get the series sweep against a bad Tigers team, which is exactly what we needed to do. Let's take a quick look at the standings. We now jump ahead to half a game up on the Yankees, which means now we are in the wild card. Look out for the Birds. And we're actually only half a game out from the Angels as well for the first wild card and get that playoff home game. So let's check out our series here. We got Yanoa versus Verlander, Aaron Sanchez versus Ty Blach, and Armenteros versus Pineda. I think I want to watch the second game here, the August 7th game with Ty Blach, see how he does. So Yanoa versus Verlander, this one's going to be a tough one. We lose, and we are going to keep him on the 10-day IL, as we're going to get another game for somebody new. So we are going to jump into the game between Aaron Sanchez and Ty Blach and the defending World Series champ, the Houston Astros. So let's get right into it.
Downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Ty Blach gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
The 1-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. VR onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Ro?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take? Hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff and drive his pitch count up. You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on it.
Hit to first. Mancini scoops it up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Takes this the other way to right. Smith is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Aaron Sanchez will be on the mound for the Stros. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks.
First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. 1 out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even...
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Alvarez is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So nothing in the Orioles first. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. No score. Popped him up. Moustakas shading to his right. 1 out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Smith going back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. The 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stewart is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Astros leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. 7.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Popped him up. Alvarez is there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
This situation.
2-0 count. The pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
The 1-0. Hard ground ball to third. Moustakas is there, and there are 2 away now.
There's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And a close play at first, but he's called out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The Orioles are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something they've done very well this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves among the best teams in the league in on-base percentage and runs scored. Talking with one of the coaches during batting practice, he told me, it's great to get guys on base, but it only really matters if you're finding ways to bring them home. We do that really well, and it's a credit to the focus of our hitters in big situations.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Reddick. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So with 1 gone for him in the inning, let's check out where they sit in the current standings, and you can see they enter play with a nice 4-game cushion. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with.
Popped up. Alvarez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Riddle patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Hit out towards second. VR right there, and there's out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see both guys bringing it pretty good in this one. 95 on one hand, 92 on the other. The 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. The next 0-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And this is taken in for out number 1. The 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ground ball left side. Correa takes it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw gets him. 2 down. The 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stewart is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Popped him up. Correa calls for it. One out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away. Another 2-2 offering, and he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside this.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. The 2-1 home. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Up next for the out.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Hit out towards second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, this inning was looking routine, and then with one base hit and a wild pitch later, things are looking a lot different. Now a base hit scores a run, got to reset on the mound and make some good pitches.
The 1-2 pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Altuve is on his way home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 1 and the Orioles 0. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. 1-2. Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Have the same hard bite.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. and I think that got him in the foot. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. A weird way to end the inning. One left for the Orioles. It remains 1-0. Edebray Ramos is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61.
He can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In the dirt here. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the throw in gets away from him.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Now the 2-0 home. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. There's ball 4. Now the 2-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Brentley rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 3. And now a throw comes homeward, and it's over his head. What's going on?
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Dylan Tate will slide in now and try to work out of this. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. The 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Garcia has it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore. It's the Astros 3 and the Orioles nothing. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Stepping in now, Orlando Arcia. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. To his right, Alvarez, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. The 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate.
Competitive pitch, being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. But this is hauled in by the second baseman, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our 2 starters to this point in the contest. Another full count pitch home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Smith. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Astros, but they lead it 3-0. The 3-1 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Will Harris is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Pitching for the Astros, number 36, Will Harris.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. And he's safe.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
The 1-0 home. Hits this one hard the other way. There is Altuve. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as it's now a 3-all ball game.
can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
In now, JT Riddle. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the 9th now for Memorial Park, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman. Popped him up. Cisco has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. No change in the score. It's 3-3. From the stretch. In the air out to right. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose the game. He pitched awfully well.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Stepping in now, DJ Stewart. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. Still tied 3-3. Pedro Severino is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 28, Pedro Severino.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Smith giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-3.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with 1 swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes them out in front. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Astros 4 and the Orioles 3. Ryan Presley takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Ryan Presley.
And the winning run will reach. It's a leadoff walk to start the home half here in extra inning. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly to second for 1, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be...
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Will Harris claims the win out of the pen, his first. Ryan Presley earns the save out of the bullpen, number 36 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
And a heartbreaking loss for the Orioles. The final line score: the Astros had 4 runs on 10 hits. The Orioles had 3 runs, 8 hits. We were so close. We made a nice comeback there in the 8th inning thanks to Moustakas' home run. Man, that was an absolute blast. That was cool. But then our bullpen just could not hold them down the 10th, giving up that home run to Yordan Alvarez. But ultimately, the box score, I mean, nothing too great. Mancini was 2 for 5. Riddle was 2 for 4. 1 for 4 for Moustakas with 2 RBIs. 1 RBI for Mancini. The home run to Moustakas, doubles for Dwight Smith and Arcia. Pitching-wise, Block did great again. 6 innings, 1 earned run. And tell you the truth, I think they could have kept him in just a little bit longer, but they didn't. Edibre Ramos came in, and he is struggling mightily. 2 earned runs on 2/3. Tate, 3 1/3. He did give up the game-winning home run, so he got the loss. For the Astros, nothing to really gloat about except for Alvarez, who was 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. 2 for 4 for Correa, who added that double. Reddick had a double. Marisnik had a double. Decent amount of RBIs. Sanchez actually dominated us, and I mean, he has almost a 6 ERA and shut us down for 7 innings, only giving up 1 earned, striking out 8. Harris, we were able to come back on. His ERA is just disgusting, but Presley came in and shut us down in the 9th, getting his 36th save. So we couldn't quite pull it out against the defending champs, the Astros. We are still in 2nd place in the AL East, even though we're kind of tied with the Yankees, and we are still in 2nd place in the wild card. So we still have a lot of work to do currently, but really our schedule gets a little bit easier past this week anyway. So let's continue the simming. We have Armenteros versus Pineda. Let's see if we can get a win. We do, and now we have a choice for Aaron Brooks and Ty Block. So we win 7-4, Pineda with the win, Armenteros with the loss. So we did end up deciding to give Aaron Brooks his spot back in the rotation. Pineda's kind of on the fritz, but he does have 10 wins. But Ty Block is now going to go into our bullpen as our long reliever, as Sean Kelly was the guy who ended up getting sent down to AAA. So let's continue the simming here. We have Kyle Gibson going against Garrett Cole. That's a tough matchup, but are we able to earn a split? We do. Gibson on fire now. 7-9, 3.52. Ends up beating Garrett Cole, who has his 10th loss. And now we have the White Sox, and we got Means, who has been the ace of our rotation, going against Derek Holland, who has an absolutely ugly ERA. We win 9-3. Good job, Means. And now we got Kopech versus Yanoa. Similar ERAs here. We win again. All right, Yanoa. Orioles just putting it on right now. Now Brooks back from his DL stint. We get another win. And now we're going to have to figure out what to do with Evan Phillips. But Brooks will get his 10th win of the year. Giolito will get the loss. Now we have an off day, so we will skip that. Caden Grenier just sustained an injury, a finger contusion, out 1 to 2 weeks. So that's a 10-day IL stint. And now we have the Blue Jays, who have kind of given us fits this year. But we got Pannoni versus Pineda. We get another win. So that is 6 in a row. That is insane. Ty Block actually ended up getting the win, which is funny because he finally got a win and it was out of the bullpen. Now Trent Thornton versus Kyle Gibson. Continue that hot streak, Gibby. We win again 4-2. Gibson now 8-9. All of a sudden turning things around. Means versus Pearson for the series sweep. We win again. Holy cow, we are hot right now. I absolutely love it. Means is going to get the start in the playoffs for sure. If we make the wild card, it is his. We got an off day here. And now we got Yanoa versus DeGrom, a much better Mets team. Let's see if we can continue our winning streak here, which is now 8 games. We do. We make it 9. Yanoa with 11 wins. And now we got Noah Syndergaard, which I'm kind of keeping an eye on because he's a free agent. So we'll see if he's any good or not. We end up finally losing. Wow, 9 straight games finally comes to an end as Syndergaard beats Brooks 6-3. Got another off day here. Wyatt is no longer injured. Get him back in the lineup, please. And now we got Pineda versus Dustin May and the struggling Dodgers under 500. Look out. And we end up losing 8-7. Not good. Looks like Givens may have blown another save. And now we got Bueller versus Gibson. We do get that win. And Caden Grenier is now back. So we're going to have to fix that real quick. All right, let's continue here. We got Maeda versus Means in a rubber game. Are we able to take this series in Los Angeles? We do. 6-0. Means is an absolute beast. I love it. Off day, let's continue. And now we go to Arizona to face the Diamondbacks, who do not have a great record. We have Yanoa versus Zach Gallen. We win 10-7, and we have a trade offer, so it must be waiver wire time. Chad Cool for Walker Jean. Chad's not too shabby, but 27, I don't think so. Let's decline that. Let's keep moving. Yanoa, 12 wins on the year. And now we got Brooks versus Alex Young. We able to sweep this short series? We do. And Harvey will be out a day or two. That's okay. We'll keep him active. Richard Blyer gets the win, and Stephen Crichton will get the loss. So let's go past the off day here. Harvey is no longer injured. And now we got Pineda versus Lance McCullers. Pineda's ERA is starting to creep up there a little bit. It's starting to kind of worry me a little bit. But again, defending World Series champs is a tough matchup anyway. We end up winning 5-3. Pineda now 11 wins with a 4.6 ERA. You go, buddy. You go. And now we got Aaron the Sanchez, who we saw in Baltimore and dominated us, versus Kyle Gibson, who has been absolutely lights out. Let's see. We end up winning again, 7-6. Gibson will get his 10th win and is now over 500. And we do have one more matchup, well, really two in September, but that's where we're going to hold off the simming, so let's take a look at the player stats for the end of the month. So starting with the lineup here, VR hitting 280, 14 home runs. He is making it very difficult for me not to re-sign him because that was my original thought, but his numbers are still looking great. We'll have to see what his stolen bases are because it's probably in like the 40 range by now. Dwight Smith 257 with 16 home runs. He's going to have some competition because I like Diaz and I like Hinckley in that spot right now. Trey Mancini hitting 327 with 35 home runs, 117 RBIs. Can we start the MVP chance now? Edwin Encar, after a slow start, is hitting 261 with 21 home runs. Moustakas 243 with 24 home runs, 91 RBIs. His average really kind of dipped this year. It's a little concerning. JT Riddle 239, 12 home runs, 50 RBIs. Kind of what I was expecting from him. I mean, I wish he had a better average, but he's kind of like a more bench player all-around guy. Arcia 283, 11 home runs. This guy I absolutely love. Chance, you are now hitting 200, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. He's pretty much made it very easy that we have to rush Adley to the majors. DJ Stewart 244 with 11. Again, I think I need some outfield help. Severino 197, 10 home runs. That's why he was still on the trade block. Stevie Wilk 250 with 2. Renato actually is now hitting under 300 for the first time this year. 297, 9 home runs and 229 at-bats. And Alberto 296 with 8 home runs. As for that hot, steamy pitching staff, Kyle Gibson 10-9, 3.6 ERA, 1.34 WHIP. He has really turned it around at the end of this year. That's awesome. John Means, he says, give me the ace spot back, 13-7, 2.77 ERA, 1.16 WHIP. He looks incredible. Yanoa, consistent as can be, 12-6, 3.52 ERA. Aaron Brooks, 10-6 with a 4.04. That whip is what really kind of keeps him in that rotation, 1.19. Michael Pineda, 11-4 with a 4.6 ERA, 1.38 whip. Again, I'm on the fence about him all of a sudden. Ty Block is 1-0, 15 1/3 pitched, 1.17 ERA, 0.85 whip. Definitely found his calling. He might end up being our long reliever in the future. Tommy Hunter, 3-3, 3.47 ERA. Dylan Tate, 3-2, 3.45. Edebray, 7-3 with a 6.22. He's really kind of lost all momentum going in this year. But again, he's a Rule 5 guy, so I can't put him down in the minors, but he might start out in the minors next year. Richard Blyer, 101.92. He deserves more money. We're probably going to have to pay him. Castro, 1-1 with a 2.87. Michael Givens, 2-4 with 3.14 ERA. And 45 out of 52 saves. I don't know. It's starting to kind of scare me a little bit. And now for the minor league report. So the Norfolk Tides are in second place. They're 71-67, 7 games back of the Stripers. They might actually not make the playoffs, which is kind of crazy. The Bowie Bay Sox, on the other hand, are 72-66 and have a 2-game lead over the Seawolves for first place in the Eastern League Western. Now for the lineup for AAA, Richie Martin, 216, 6 home runs. Again, just not showing that he is ready for the majors, even though he's a 73 overall, thanks to his great fielding and great speed. Santander, 287, 14 home runs. He might end up challenging DJ Stewart if he can continue to have this hot bat. Robert Hinckley, one of our top prospects, 284, 12 home runs. He's pretty much showing that he is ready for the majors. He might end up being an 80 overall by next year. That's insane. Ruiz, 231, 8 home runs, nothing too crazy. Adley, 234 with a home run. But again, we're going to need to rush him because our catching spot is just not where it needs to be, especially for a AL East leading team. Yusniel Diaz, 281, 14 home runs, 50 RBIs. It's kind of the reason why he might end up making the Major League team next year. Mountcastle's starting to recover, 230, 4 home runs. He's still not ready for Major League at-bats yet. Walker Jean, 257, 4 home runs. Remember, he was hurt for a little while. Cedric Mullins, 234 with 10 home runs. I really pull him for this guy. I just don't think it's going to happen. Jesmiel Valentin, 187 with a home run. Not looking too great. Chris Bostic is hitting 258 with 6 home runs. That's pretty surprising. Austin Wins, 205, 6 home runs. At least he's hitting above 200. Good for you, buddy. Anderson Feliz, 253 with 7 home runs. He's continuing a decent campaign in AAA. As for the pitchers for the Tides, Dylan Bundy, 11-7 with a 3.13 ERA. He was actually on the trade block for a little bit, but he's recovering well. I think if he continues to get that overall up a little bit, he might have another shot at making the majors next year. Thomas Eshelman, 8-8 with a 3.29 ERA. He's definitely doing well down here. You know, his Major League stint didn't do too well earlier this year. Hunter Harvey, 8-9 with a 3.98, and he actually should not be starting. Let's get Alcantara back in here. Thank you. Our number 3 guy, Raul Alcantara, 2-0 with a 2.16 ERA. That's fantastic. He's actually doing very, very well after I called him up. David Hess, 9-6 with a 3.39. He's outside looking in. Grayson Rodriguez is 1-5, but a solid 2.97 ERA. That whip could actually improve a little bit. Blaine Knight, on the other hand, 2-10 with a 3.43. Sorry about your record, but everything else looks pretty in line. Brandon Klein, 4-1 with a 5.02. He must have got blown up here lately. Hunter Harvey, 8-9 with a 3.98. Definitely need you in the majors, buddy. I need that overall up. Evan Phillips, 0-2 with a 1.74. He was hurt for a little while, but he's back. We'll see if he continues to progress. Sean Kelly, we dropped down. He is 2-0 with a 0 ERA. Maybe he just needed to work on his mechanics a little bit. Sean Gilmartin, 3-2 with a 2.76. And Tanner Scott, 3-4 with a 2.56 ERA. How about those leading Bowie Basots? So Bautista's hitting 253 with 7 home runs. I'm kind of excited to continue to see his improvement because he might end up making the big league club in a year or two. He's doing really well. Austin Hayes, 271, 9 home runs. Again, he's only down here because I wanted to give him playing time. Should really be in AAA, but oh well. R.D. Navarro, after he got dropped down to AA, is still kind of struggling. 196 average, 4 home runs. Logan Wyatt, 260 with 6 home runs. Gustavo Sandoval, 258 with 12. Jack Reinheimer, 244 with 2. Bruce Maxwell, 251 with 5. He's actually one of our better hitting catchers currently. Cole Billingsley has finally dropped below 300. He's hitting 298 with 11 home runs. Caden Grenier, which we saw got hurt. He's hitting 231 with 13, was an all-star. Martin Zager starting to pick up a little bit, 227 with a home run. Dave Dissian, 221 with 3. Devlin Granberg, 221 with 2. And Brett Cumberland, 242 with 2. And to the pitchers, Josh Rogers is starting to finally recover. He's 4-5 with a 3.38, but that whip is super solid, 1.08. Luis Ortiz, 6-9, 4.44 ERA, not looking too great. Derek Switzer, who ended up getting hurt for a little bit, he's 1-2 with a 4.5. Luis Gohara, 10-8 with a 3.32, 1.10 whip. Starting to make a case for AAA. We'll have to see. DL Hall, 9-4 with a 3.24 and a 1.24 whip. I'm really excited about that lefty coming up for sure. Chandler Shepard, 11-6 with a 2.63. That is beautiful. Paul Fry, who actually just got sent down because his ERA was in the 6 for AAA, I should say. He now has a .93 and 9 2/3. Cody Carroll 8-0 with a 2.09. Pedro Rajo 2-4 with a 4.08. Jimmy Yacobonis 1-5 with a 1.62. Nick Rumbelow 6-5 with a 2.66. And All-Star Michael Baumann 1-2 with a 3.08 ERA. And as we are 82-54, we now lead the AL East. How exciting is that with this kind of just rough mutt of players that nobody really wanted and didn't offer contracts to? We are in first place by a 1.5 games over the Red Sox, 4.5 over the Yankees, who are now the runner-up in the wild card race currently. And that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. When we come back, we will get through August 30th and all of September, and we will have the final stats for our minor league team and any thoughts on any of those guys picking up. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win overtime. I've been working out.